Hey guys, how are you? So today I am going to be washing my hair. Let me just adjust this camera. Sorry. Probably should have did this first, but whatever. I'm going to be washing my hair, and it's been like, I don't want to tell you guys how long, but it's been a while. So I want to just do like a treatment, a sort of treatment before I wash it, and it just makes it more manageable as well. So yeah, I don't know if it's really actually a treatment, but I'm gonna call it a treatment because it's not just me like washing my hair. I'm gonna do some stuff to it. So I want you to get to see my hair. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is, the game plan is to, and I know first of all it looks weird because it's like long here and then short and then medium and weird. I was just playing around with it. That's why it looks like that. Anyways, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start by sectioning it off into 4 sections. It's probably gonna be a little hard because it's dry as a mother. So section it off, just kind of finger parting it to 4 sections. Look how dry my scalp is. Like it's not dry, but it's nasty looking. It's like white. I'm not sure if that's showing up on camera, but here it's really white and just like dirty. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on. It's like my scalp, well, not the scalp, but the root of the hair, if that makes any sense, because the scalp would be like the skin, but it's like the actual hair itself that's white. That's what I'm going to be focusing on. So yeah, so I'm putting it into 4 sections, and then once I have my 4 sections, I'm going to divide my 4 sections into another 4 sections. So all right, so let's start with this section here, and I'm going to section this off into 4. And I don't do this I wash my hair every 2 weeks. And I don't do this every 2 weeks. Usually I'll just wash it normally. But when it gets like this, where it's like just really crusty at the roots and really like white because it's not clean, then I do this to just kind of like really clarify it and make sure that it's really clean. So this is in half now. And now I'm just gonna go and put this in half. All right, so there we go. Now it's in 3 sections. So let's do this first. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, I have tea in a bottle. It's just black tea. It has honey in it, only because my boyfriend was drinking tea and he forgot to like clean his cup. Like he forgot to like throw it out and clean it, so I just figured I would just use it on my hair. And the honey is actually good for your hair too, good for your scalp. It's like antibacterial, so it's okay. And it's raw honey too that's in the tea, so it's good. So anyway, so it's black tea with some honey. And then this bottle actually had a little bit of rose water in it, just a little tiny bit of rose water in it, because I use that on my face sometimes. So rose water, black tea with honey. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just spray the roots, like the actual scalp itself. If it would come out, yes. So I'm gonna spray it, and I'm just gonna kind of like massage it in. Like that. Spraying the roots. Ah, it feels so refreshing. spraying it and massaging it. I'm really concentrating up here because I feel like my hairline, as I get older, it gets so like dry, and I haven't yet paid attention to if it's a summer thing or like an all around thing, an aging thing, but it gets so dry. So I'm really gonna like work it in here in the front. Okay, so that's done, and just because I want to, I'm just gonna split that fourth into half again. I'm just working it in. It feels so refreshing, like, can't explain it. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some baking soda, and I'm just going to put some on my fingers. And I'm just gonna rub it in the scalp. And that really helps to like lift all of that like excess like oil and stuff that when you're shampooing your hair doesn't get touched because the hair is so dense. So I'm just really going on that area that was like really white. Just going on that, because all that white stuff is just buildup. So I'm just going on it, getting at the roots. Hope you guys are seeing that. I'm just doing that. And then I'm gonna go in here too. My towel is falling. Ugh. Okay. And then I'm gonna put some, I got some in my eye. And then I'm gonna put some along my edges. And really get it in there because it's so dry and so dirty. It's weird, like it's dry, but there's buildup as well. Okay, so that's that, that's the scalp. And then I'm just gonna take my tea and I'm gonna start at the end of my hair and I'm just gonna spray my hair at the end. Just kind of like massage it in, work my way up, 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 and get it wet. That's what he said. And then I'm gonna take a comb. Why does my comb look like this? Weird. And I can already feel my hair feeling really like slippery and slick, which is good because it's being moisturized. That's what's happening here. Okay, so now I'm just going to comb this. I'm starting from the bottom and I'm just gonna comb it out like so. Until I get like to the roots. You guys, I've been thinking of getting one of those scalp massagers. I've seen some other YouTubers with it and it looks pretty like refreshing, like to massage your scalp when you're washing it. So I think I want to get one of those. I think I want to get one. So my hair feels really like slick. Okay. I like how it's on my eye. Okay, and then I'm just gonna like 2-strand twist it like so. Like that. I can hear it, like how it's like moist. Okay, now I'm just gonna continue that for the rest of my hair. So you guys can watch me do that and we can just talk while I do it. But you can see it's like, it's weird, it has this like foaming kind of thing going on. Alright, so I'm gonna do another quarter of this section, because remember, as I said in the beginning, we're dividing it into 4 sections, and we're dividing each fourth into another 4. So this is a section here. Ah, it's so itchy. Gross. And I'm spraying the scalp. You can't even see it, but it's there. And then I'm spraying back here. You see that? Okay. I'm just massaging it in. I don't know why I decided, like, okay, I'm just gonna use his tea and put it on my hair. I don't know why. I sometimes just come up with random ideas that seem to be good. So honestly, I don't know what's gonna happen with this situation, but it seemed like a good idea to me because I use tea on my face sometimes, and what it does is it moisturizes my face. I use tea on my face in the winter. Like after I wash my face, I put tea on it and it keeps it like moist. It keeps it moisturized. It keeps it from getting dry. And it also kind of like, it's like a de-inflammatory kind of thing, if that makes any sense. Like if I put it like here under my eyes, it makes my eyes less puffy in the morning. So it's overall good, you know. It's a good thing. So I just figured, my hair is super dirty. Like, I'm gonna put that on my hair, cause I need it. I think I need it. Just gonna get the front. It's so dirty right here. So dirty. And then the baking soda, I've actually done that before, and it makes my scalp like super clean. Okay, so and again, like, I'm focusing really on the scalp. I'm not focusing so much on the hair itself. Well, not the scalp, but the root. So like the hair at the root. The scalp and the hair at the root, because that's where the buildup is. That's kind of like where, like when I wash my hair, I'm able to get my hair, but because my hair is so thick, it's not always easy to get the root and really like get that dandruff and get that like oil buildup. So this whole situation, this whole process right now is just about getting that buildup. This one in half. That's the hardest part about being natural, is like it's a process, you know. It's not like, oh, I have to wash my hair and you wash it and that's it. Well, not, you know, the thing too, actually thinking about it, even as like not a natural, it's still a process. Because I remember when I had a perm, I remember feeling like the times that I had to wash my hair. And when I had a perm, I was washing my hair like I think every week. And I do remember feeling like, oh damn, like here goes Sunday again, like gotta wash my hair. And it was a process because I had to wash it, which wasn't hard because I didn't have to do this kind of like prep thing. But the hard part was like after washing it, because it wasn't like I could wash it and leave it. I had to wash it and then like roller set it, like put it in rollers or something. Because as a black woman, if you perm your hair and you just wash it and go, like you have no life, you have no style, no body to your hair unless you wash it and blow dry it. But either way, you still have to do something to it. So I guess what I'm trying to say is like it's hard having a black woman's hair. Like it's really hard, because if you're natural, then you have to do this. You have to brush it out, comb it out, detangle it, really like clarify it in sections so that you're, you know, being thorough about it. And if you don't have natural hair, you still have to do something to it after you finish washing it. Maybe not before, but definitely after. So it's a process. It is a process. Okay, and I'm just gonna twist this. I kind of want to braid it, but I'm not going to. But yeah, so, I mean, what can you do, right? What can you do? You just gotta embrace it, and you just gotta make time around it, because otherwise your hair is gonna be in bad shape because you chose to like not make it a priority, you know? So you just gotta embrace it and put it into your time. So that's half of a section done. Okay, so let's get another quarter. Like this. We're almost done with one section. So yeah, it is a process. Sometimes I think to myself, I'm like, maybe I should just go back to getting a perm. But then it's like, maybe not. Because like, perm is not good for you. It's not good for you. It's not good for your hair. And it's not good for your your scalp and your bloodstream and stuff. Like I just can imagine that the perm soaks through your bloodstream. Like I remember when I used to get a perm, I used to be like burning, like to the point where I felt like my brain was burning. That's how bad it was. Like I literally felt like my brain was burning. And that's just, it's not good. It's not good. Then on top of it, you gotta keep up with that shit. You gotta like get a perm as soon as your roots start coming out and your edges start looking like crispy, crunchy. And that's like what? Once a month maybe? I don't even remember. Probably once a month. And then you gotta pay for it. You gotta pay for the perm, and you have to have somebody do it. Whether it's a friend, a hairstylist, a cousin, or whatever. You know, it's a lot. It's a lot. is a lot. So I don't know if I will go back to perming. I had decided to go natural. I went natural in, I want to say maybe 2008 or 2007. Look at my hair looking super moisturized already. I want to say I went natural in 2008 because I graduated from high school in 2007. Now you know how old I am. Oh, sorry about that, you guys. Got disconnected. Somebody called me. So yeah, I was saying that I graduated from high school in 2007 and went to college a few months after. And then like I went natural my freshman year, like towards the end of my freshman year. And why did I go natural? I went natural because I was living on campus. And at the time there weren't really like I didn't really have any friends that could like perm hair and stuff like that. Like I had a friend of mine who she would braid my hair sometimes, but in terms of keeping up with that perm, I didn't have anybody, and I didn't want to like have to commute all the way back to Boston to get my perm, because one, that's money to commute, and then two, I have to pay someone to do it, and I didn't want to do all that. So that was, I guess, the main reason. But then I also started getting really political in my thoughts. I started really thinking like, you know, why is it that the black woman is trying to look like the white woman, and, you know, we're not being accepted for who we are naturally, you know? Like, why is it, you know? So it was also a political thing for me. And how did I go natural, do you ask? I went natural with the big chop. Well, it wasn't that big of a chop. It wasn't like Caesar kind of like chop. It was like short. It was like maybe like this. And I did it. And I remember that first day, that first moment that I washed my hair. Mamma mia. I feel like every natural woman who started natural through a cut, by cutting it, knows that first like hair wash experience. Like actually being able to touch your scalp, actually being able to like just stand there with the water like submerging itself into your scalp and not feeling like, oh shit, I can't stay in this water too long because my perm is gonna run out, or no, like just standing there and enjoying it and feeling it and embracing it and not running from it. You know, it's like whew, that, and then actually touching your hair, feeling like how short it is, but how much is being pampered by the water. It's just like, mama mia, that is such an experience. Such an experience. I feel like there should be a poem about that. The big cut hair wash. Big chop hair wash. Amazing though. But yeah, so I've been natural for 10 years then, for a decade. And my hair has been, you know, looking at my hair and saying, oh, you've been natural for 10 years and your hair's only that long. It's gone through a lot. Like, at a certain point, I had it shaved on one side when I was natural. I had it shaved on one side. And then at a certain point, I remember this too actually. This was probably like the second year in, or the first year in, first full year in. I felt like, like I'm tired of this. And it's natural, but because it's growing, you can't see that like curl pattern anymore. Like when I had first cut it, when I would wash it and put some pomade in it. Hey person, I'm not sure who you are, but hi. When I would wash it and put some like pomade in it, like boom, you could see like the curls like super defined. And then as it started growing, it's like you couldn't see that curl definition anymore because it was more susceptible to like tangling and things like that. So at that point, I was getting kind of frustrated and I was kind of feeling like I don't want my curls to be defined. So I had a friend of mine put like a texturizer in my hair, and the purpose of the texturizer was to make it look like kind of like a jerry curl kind of thing. And that didn't even do anything for my hair that much. Like when it was wet, you could see the jerry curl thing, but then it ended up just being kind of like straight in some parts and not in others. Excuse me. So yeah, it went through that, and then I think after that I had to like trim it a lot because some parts were really straight and uneven, and then some parts were curly. And then what else? Ooh, what is that? Why does that look so bad? And then, yeah, so I've been through a lot with my hair, and that's why it's not like, oh, your hair, you've been natural for 10 years and your hair is only that long. Well, actually right now it doesn't look very long because it's wet, and because it's wet, and because this whole week, these whole 2 weeks, I've had it like, I haven't combed it out and twisted it. I just left it kind of in its natural state, kind of. But when it is stretched out, like, it's big. It's pretty big, but it's still not like seemingly 10 years worth of hair growth, you know, or let's say 8, considering the setbacks of the changes and stuff that I did. That's weird. Now my hair is kind of burning. That's weird. But the weird thing about my hair is like, and something that I kind of don't like about it, is how it grows. It kind of grows in this tapered way where like the front and the middle is like long, and then once I get like here, it just starts getting short. And like even when I straighten my hair, like blow dry it out, the shape is like this like long, like a, I don't know, weird kind of shape. I don't know why this is so soapy. That's scary. And it kind of burns. I don't know why. Hope that wasn't like leftover shampoo. It's weird. Alright, so I have I have 1 section done. I just need to do this with 3 more sections. So I'm just working on the front first. Yeah. I actually went to the salon. I went to the salon like 3 months ago. I went to the salon like 3 months ago for the first time. I went to the natural salon. Well, it wasn't a natural salon, but it was a stylist who could do natural hair. And the experience, how would you rate your experience? I would rate my experience out of 5 stars, maybe like a 3.5. 3.5 because when I got there, I had to wait so long. Now, first of all, I will say, like, in the defense of the establishment, in the defense of the salon, I was late. I was probably like 15 minutes late. But I had to wait, and the amount that I had to wait was not like, for me, I think if I was late, I should have to wait maybe like 20 minutes. I waited for I think 2 hours. 2 hours before somebody, or maybe an hour and a half before my stylist sat me down in his chair. And that was so annoying. And not only that, and you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and say I waited 2 hours, because I waited, like, initially before they started doing my hair, I waited like an hour and a half. But then once he washed my hair and I sat under the dryer, I ended up having to wait like a half an hour. My hair was like all set and stuff, like the dryer was off, it turned off, and I was still there for another like half an hour. And I don't know if it's because he forgot me, because where the dryers are, it's like far away from the chair. I don't know what happened, but I was just waiting there, waiting. So that's why that rating is not a 5. It's not a 5 or a 4, because of the waiting was ridiculous. Like, the times that I had my hair not natural and permed, I didn't have to wait that long in salons. Like, naturally, yes, everybody knows you're supposed to have to wait long in salons, because that's just how it goes. But I never waited that long. My appointment, I think, was like 9:30 or something. And I left the salon at like 4 o'clock. Excuse me. And it was not nice. But talking about the actual service, I still give the service, well, I'll give the service a 4. Give the service a 4 because I feel like my stylist didn't really talk me through things. I'm one of those people, like, I want to know, I'm very curious, especially when it comes to like my hair and stuff like that. I'm curious, I want to know what you're putting in my hair. I want to know what's going in my hair. You know? Like, I feel like if I was a stylist and I was doing somebody's hair, especially if it was their first time coming to me, I'd be like, okay, so now I'm going to wash your hair, and the first thing I'm putting in your hair is XYZ shampoo. And this shampoo is going to do XYZ thing to your hair. Then I'd be like, okay, now I'm putting this conditioner in your hair, and it's going to do XYZ thing, blah, 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 blah. You know, even if, like, okay, it did come to my head, like, okay, maybe he isn't telling me, like, about these products because he's afraid I'm going to go buy it and basically wash my hair myself and never come back to him because I have the products that he uses. But for me, that's not really a factor, because he could, even without saying the name of the product, he could still say the job of the product. Like, okay, I'm putting this okay, I'm putting this shampoo in your hair, I'm putting this conditioner in your hair, very general, very broad, but then get specific and say, like, this is going to, you know, moisturize your scalp, or this is going to help your split ends, or this is gonna, you know what I mean? Like, one, it's good to do that because it makes it sound like you know your products and you know what you're doing and you know what you're working with. And two, it's reassuring to me because I know what I'm paying for. Like, okay, he put this in my hair, so my hair I should look for changes in my hair in this department or whatever, you know? But to just kind of have me sit there and then just put this stuff in my hair, I don't know what's going in my hair, I don't know what's supposed to do. I don't think I should have to ask you. Like, I did ask him because I was like, oh, hell no, like, you gonna tell me I'm gonna learn today. But I don't feel like I should have had to ask him. I feel like he should have just been telling me. And it was also the same thing with the other lady. Like, the guy, the one stylist, like, he washed my hair and he blow dried it. But then the lady who actually, like, flat ironed it, she was also using product on my hair too, and again wasn't saying anything like, hey, I'm putting this wax or this grease or this whatever heat protector or whatever in your hair, and it's gonna do this thing or da da da. Nothing, just doing it. And maybe that's like a black salon thing where, like, I don't know, you just sit there and you get your hair done and it works out all the time. So you don't need to know what's going on. I don't know. But I don't know. I like to know. You see what I mean about my hair? See how hair is like long and then it's like short? That's how my hair grows. It's so weird, like long and then just short. So weird, and I hate it. I hate it so much. But that's what it is. Like, that's how it grows. That is how it grows. So yeah, going back to that situation. Yeah, I did not like that they were not informative about the products that they were using, that I had to like dig. You would think I was like a journalist undercover trying to like pry for information, you know? So I didn't like that. And then I didn't like at first how, like, this is my first time seeing this guy, and when he was washing my hair the first time, because he washed my hair twice, like the second time was to comb out, was to wash out the like leave-in conditioner or the whatever thing that he had in there. First time they washed my hair, he didn't say anything like, oh hi, I'm da da da, thanks for coming, how did you find out about me, how was your trip here, were you able to find it? Like, nothing. At first, if anything, he was talking to his colleague, because his colleague was like right next to us washing his client's hair as well. And at first I was like, okay, I get it, like maybe he had already had this conversation, he had already started this conversation with his colleague, and so maybe he's not talking to me because he really needs to finish it, I guess. It's kind of weird how soapy this is making my hair. Like, who would have thought? It's kind of scary because it's making me wonder, like, is this soap that didn't get washed out? Oh no. It's so like soapy. It's weird. But yeah, so he didn't do any of that. And then, but then the second time when I came from underneath the dryer and he had to wash it out, then he started talking to me. Like, oh, where are you from? Like, you know, stuff like that. And I was like, huh, you lucky, because I was about to like write you a bad review. Because on top of it, you like had me waiting forever. Not once, but twice. But he's actually pretty nice. He's actually pretty nice. Everybody there was nice in general. And it seemed like they all got along. I mean, unless they were good at faking the funk or just good at being like super professional. But I didn't get that sense of like hairstylist drama. Like, this person's like, I don't like this bitch because she's always stealing my brushes, or like, I didn't get that sense at all. It seemed like they actually got along. People were friendly. Even the clients were nice too. There was this one lady who, she kept talking to me like, oh, you remind me of a friend of mine, and da 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 da. Look at that. Look how like kind of long it is. Can't wait to finish this shit. It just takes forever. But I'm gonna actually wrap up because it's been like an hour since I've been on this, and I don't want to bore you guys to death. But I just wanted to show you how I am prepping my hair before washing it, and you should give it a try if you are having some issues with buildup and like a dry, like kind of scalp, I guess. So yeah, just before I end it, I'm just gonna tell you again what I did. So what I did was before combing this out, I just sprayed the scalp and the root of the hair with tea. Tea that has honey in it, raw honey, and a little bit of rose water in it. And then I took some baking soda and I massaged it into my scalp and along the root of the hair where the buildup is. And then I sprayed the whole hair with the tea again. And then I'm 2-strand twisting it. And then I'm gonna do that for every section, and I divided it into 4 sections, and I divided the 4 sections each into 4 other sections, micro sections. And then once I've done the whole head, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to untwist the twist and then wash my hair. Or I might even wash my hair, and then while I'm in there washing it, I'm gonna untwist it as I wash each section. And that is it. So if you guys watched this video, I thank you, because I know it was long and probably kind of boring, but thank you, and I hope you check out my other videos, and see you on the flip side. Ciao.